the greatest chess players of all times.
You said it.
Yeah, I said it, but I know you know I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating. And maybe the greatest of all time. I don't know, because it's difficult. Maybe not in chess, because you can analyze the old players. You can see what they've done, how you do it. And why did you stop playing professionally in 2005?
Look, you reach your limits. It happens. And for me, it was not just winning or losing, mainly winning, of course, but it was about making the difference.
I see.
And look, I was 41. I reached all the limits. I conquered all the mountain peaks. I accomplished more than I could have thought of. And you always have to improve yourself. You have to look for other things. And I decided I would have to go.
Dê os primeiros passos para se tornar um mestre do xadrez. Você sempre quis aprender xadrez, mas nunca soube por onde começar? Seu jogo está prestes a mudar. Muitas pessoas desejam aprender xadrez, mas sentem-se perdidas diante da complexidade do jogo. Você já se imaginou dominando o tabuleiro, antecipando os movimentos do seu oponente e vencendo partidas com maestria? Nosso curso online de xadrez para iniciantes oferece uma jornada passo a passo, do básico ao avançado. Aprenda no seu ritmo, em qualquer lugar e a qualquer momento. Desenvolva habilidades estratégicas, melhore sua concentração e tome decisões mais assertivas. Inscreva-se agora e torne-se um mestre do xadrez. Oferecemos uma garantia de satisfação de 7 dias. Se por algum motivo você não ficar completamente satisfeito com o curso, basta entrar em contato conosco dentro de uma semana após a inscrição e nós reembolsaremos seu investimento sem questionamentos.
You didn't go after the suitcase?
No. I waited in Buenos Aires. So
with the girls, why didn't you go to get the suitcase and stay with the girls?
Because
in Rio?
I had. Yeah, there are girls in Buenos Aires also. And in 1992 I had other things to do there, but this trip is the longest one because there are certain things that are probably happening. Chess is expanding, and there's a lot of support from top officials here for chess and educational system, and that's my top priority now. And hopefully, early next year I'll be able to open Kasparov Chess Foundation here in São Paulo.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And to put all kids learning chess.
It's not about learning chess to become great professionals, but it's about learning chess to improve educational skills. So it's already proven beyond any doubts that chess in educational system helps kids, and I think that it's a very cost-effective system to improve education.
Could you give us an example?
I give you one example. For instance, it's an experiment run in Germany, just by one of the German universities. They had two classes. One class had extra hours of mathematics. Another class, same class, parallel, had extra hours in chess. At the end of the year, they compared results in mathematics, the test. The class was chess 1. So, but moreover, it's about a social integration, because it helps kids to gain some self-esteem, it improves their attitude, sense of logic, confidence, and discipline. So discipline, plus now it's related to the computers. So just it could be part of the computer learning. So I think there are so many great things, and at the end of the day, it's cost-effective because you don't have to build a stadium, a swimming pool, a tennis court. So it's there. It belongs to the school classes.
And today, chess is considered an Olympic sport, right?
No,
it's going to be?
No. First of all, it's very difficult to find whether you should go to Summer Olympics or Winter Olympics. It's quite complicated. Chess is just in between, sport and science and art. I wish, we could be presented one way or another in the Olympics, but unfortunately, it's not foreseeable. It's not foreseeable.
And another thing, if you get a great pianist, he has to rehearse about 8 hours a day. I once spoke with Oscar Peterson, and I asked him, why do you rehearse 8 hours a day? He said
just not to lose the sense. Yes.
No, and he said, if I only do it 7 hours, next day there's somebody playing better than me. How do you rehearse? Do you play against yourself?
No, I don't do it now, but when I used to, it's a great point that, it's what I call was the gravity of past success, because you can get complacent. If I did it yesterday, if I won yesterday, I could do the same story and I'll win. It happens in chess, in music, in football, anywhere. So the moment you stop making progress, there are others, catching up, because people are learning from you. So you cannot rely on the same technique to win. So you always have to be creative. Now, I was always trying to improve things. Just I was looking for new options. So with computer, with my coaches. So I was not just preparing, for a specific game, but just conceptually how to move the game forward.
In fiction, there are stories that the opponent makes one move and the champion knows by this only one move how he's going to win the thing. Do you think it could happen?
No, it's more
fiction.
It's more fiction, because when you have professional games, so it's not often you can see that everything to the end. So what happens is that you evaluate number of options, and it's more like just probability rather than precise calculation. So it happens, that you can see 10, 15 moves, but it's not a rule. It's an exception.
How many moves ahead can you calculate?
No, if it's a straight line,
Average.
if it's a straight line, you could do 15 moves. So you just see. No, it's a straight line. But normally you operate within 4 to 5 moves. My greatest combination in 1999 against a Bulgarian player who later became the world champion, it was 15 moves from move 1 to the final. But actually I didn't calculate it, I just saw it, I saw some lines and then I recognized that it would be here. So it's like, the lightning. Yeah, so you see it happens. Normally, again, we operate within 4 to 5 moves.
Another thing, I'm sorry to ask you so many stupid questions sometimes.
It's natural. I will tell you. If you ask stupid questions, I'll tell you.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
I'm not shy.
What's the difference, and why did they came up with the chess game where you have time to do the play?
No, but it's the time is a very important factor in decision making. So we just when we do anything, so you can't take indefinite times. If you do it quicker, you are better.
Sure.
So that's why in chess time is a factor. You have to do it within a certain amount of time, because otherwise the game could be indefinite, and it forces people to make decisions based on a time factor.
So it's harder also, right?
But I think that every decision we make, it just includes material factor, time factor, and the quality factor. So if you try to exclude time, then the quality, exactly, it immediately affects the quality of your decisions.
And psychological, when you're faster than your opponent, it's a pressure on him,
sometimes,
right?
yeah, exactly. Having more time means that at a crucial moment you can save extra time to think. It's in every game, you have to look for a climax, because there's a certain moment where a climax, and when you just have to use all the power, because you cannot play with all the power all the game. So just you have to say, this is the moment. And the great players, they can smell it. So just that here is the moment. Now I have to concentrate, because the moves that I make within this sequel, 2-3 moves, these moves, they could be absolutely decisive. Same in life, you can have many tasks at your job, and many days it's just mediocre. But certain decisions you make, they could affect the entire life.
It changes the hunted into the hunter.
It could be whatever. So just and if you know how to identify the climax moment of your life, you could be the winner, or otherwise you'll be the loser.
There's someone here that is a Brazilian champion.
Giovanni.
Giovanni. Where is he?
Giovanni.
Oi, Giovanni. Tudo bom? Acompanhando aqui, babando o Kasparov ou não?
Estou esperando a oportunidade de pegar ele numa partidinha. Até agora ele não me deu nenhuma chance, não.
Waiting the opportunity to get you against the wall.
No, Giovanni is doing a great job in helping me just to improve the status of the game in Brazil and the whole continent.
That's good. And politics.
What
about you run for president?
No, please. But don't mislead your audience by using words, elections, running, campaign.
I just said politics.
Yeah,
it could be chess politics.
Yeah, chess politics, it's another story. But but people, just people who used to grow up, and again, your audience is quite young, in the democratic country. So they just, they can't imagine that there are places like in Russia where we're not fighting to win elections, we're fighting to have elections. Yeah, and there's a fundamental difference in that. So, but for me, staying in Russia and accepting the Putin's dictatorship was impossible. So it's not a chess game, winning or losing. It's like a moral duty. You have to do it because you have to do it. So not that I believe we have a great chance of winning, but there's no other choice for a good, conscious citizen of Russia.
Yeah, well, I congratulate you on that, really.
Yeah, I wish you can correlate me on the certain achievements in Russia, but hopefully it will come.
Thank you very much. Eu conversei aqui com esse campeoníssimo de xadrez, que é o Garry Kasparov. Thank you very much. Daqui a pouco a gente volta.